March 29th, and the most popular driver has won at Martinsville. That's right, Chase Sexuals, you finally got your victory for this year. Hendrick finally gets it done because the number 9 Hendrick Chevrolet is getting a grandfather clock. What a race. Kind of uneventful. Really, most of the drama came at the end when Denny Hamlin, who dominated the race, didn't get it done. Never heard that one before. But let's get into some of the takes, since this is post-race takes. I am your host, Matty NASCAR, just in case I haven't said it and you don't know. Post-race takes, here we go. Chase Briscoe, another just not a good race. I don't know what's going on with my fellow Hoosier, but gotta get it together. I'm losing hope in the championship run. Playoffs still probably, but the championship run, making sure my mic's on, probably not going to happen. But we did see a lot of other guys kind of mixing it up in the top 10. SVG qualified really well. I think he finished 11th. I saw Austin Cindric had another really good run. That was good to see. Another guy who was up there, Ty Gibbs. I've said it, man. I'm not a Ty Gibbs fan, but they said it on the broadcast. I don't think it's a matter of if he wins now, it's when. I think we've shifted back to that because the speed that they've had, the consistency that they've had, pretty good. And I think I'm going to have to put my money where my mouth is 2 weeks at Bristol, because early on when I said that we're going to have 2 new winners this year, Ty Gibbs was one of them. And just for funsies, I said he's going to win it like Bristol. I can see it happening. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, really good run for Ty Gibbs and that 54 crew. The short track guys, Brian Priest, Josh Berry, not a huge threat. Maybe a threat for top 10, but never up front, really, like you'd expect. Josh Berry I wasn't in on, but I figured Ryan Priest might be up there. Not necessarily a short track guy, but a lot of people who pick as a long shot. Bubba Wallace was not really a threat either. Was kind of stuck in that 10th on back till he wrecked, and then he was out. There'll be more on that later. But yeah, so really wasn't the short track guys that were mixing it up with some other people that were kind of up there and impressing me. The only other thing that I really have before I get into my flag stand segment is I want to see Mustache Ryan Blaney hit somebody in the face with a fist. I want to see it happen. It would be so cool. Imagine the graphic of Mustache Ryan Blaney clocking Denny Hamlin. No pun intended about clocking Martinsville, but, you know. Ryan Blaney seems like he's a cool guy. Seems like he's very level-headed, which is good. That's fine. And, I mean, you don't imagine being the guy who hits Denny Hamlin after everything that he's went through. Probably not a great PR look. So maybe don't hit Denny Hamlin. But somebody else would be fine. I'd be fine with if Ryan Blaney and that beautiful mustache just wanted to punch somebody. I think that would do numbies. So that'd be cool. That was really the other thing that I had. Spent a lot of time with family today. I had the race on, was outside cleaning the grills and stuff, doing some stuff, you know. Which this was a good race to do that because Denny Hamlin led like everything until the end. With that being said, let's jump into our flag stand segment where I give you a green flag, yellow flag, and a red flag, which are all based around some takes, good, medium, and bad take as far as that goes. Let's start with green this time. My green flag is Chase Elliott fans. More in particular, the fans who were there at Martinsville. It's always fun when you get to see one of your drivers win a race. When it's the most popular driver, the crowd pop, you could hear it. It was a short track, so I'm sure that had something to do with it. But the crowd pop that happened on the broadcast was pretty loud. It was cool. You heard a kid in the background saying, go Chase Elliott. And then it showed a clip of a kid in just full Chase Elliott gear. Cool for that kid. What a moment. So, again, I'm not the hugest Elliott fan anymore. I want him to do well, and I've said this before, just for NASCAR's sake. So, good to have that happen. Good for the fans who got to see that. And, so, yeah, my yellow flag, kind of touched on it a little bit. Hamlin and the clutch gene / the announcer jinx. Got him again. For the last, I don't know, however many laps he was leading before that caution came out, they were trying so hard to jinx him, talking about he's led so many laps, and the trend has said the last time he has ran this many laps, he hasn't won. And remember that one race when he was going to win the championship, and then he poo-pooed that away too? Yikes. So that's not good. But also, Denny Hamlin, that clutch gene is not really there. Gotta fix that. That makes me a little nervous going forward. Anytime that Denny Hamlin's gonna, like Bristol, I'd expect him to do well. Probably lead a bunch of laps, but you just can't count on him at this point. So that's a bad look to have that happen again for Hamlin. My red flag, though, is going to have to be Bubba Wallace. Like I said earlier, he ended up wrecking, finished, I think, second to last. Wrecked last week, was out last week. After a couple weeks where we were talking about Reddick and Bubba and how Bubba was like second in points, drops back to like 14th or something, if I remember right. So just a bad time for Bubba Wallace after having such a really good start. Still early. I still think he could bounce back, but we know last year DNFs was a big problem. But with winning in, who really cares? But now you got to clean it up. So Bubba Wallace is my red flag. Gotta stop DNFing. So that's my flag stand segment. I would love for you to comment. Let me know what your flag stands are, or just any take that you might have on the race. Would love to hear it. Would love to talk some car with you all. And we're going to have a week to do it. There is no race this week because we are going to be celebrating our risen Lord and Savior. Yeah, I said it. So no race this week, but let me know. Let me know what your takes are. With that being said, have a great rest of your week. I hope that you won some money on this race like we did. Yeah, we had Chase Elliott to win. No big deal. But have a great rest of your week. I'm Matty NASCAR. This was Post Race Takes. See ya.